love someone so much, when we get attached to someone so much that we tend to have a lot of expectations of them. We create an illusion or a version of them in our head. And when they are not able to live up to our expectations, when they are not able to live up to the version that we think of them or we assume of them, then we get so disappointed and hurt. Sounds familiar, right? When we love people, we tend to put them on a pedestal and then we expect the same thing from them. Like when I was a people pleaser, my phone battery would be 2% and I would just go and plug my charger and would talk to them until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Like they would be my online friends and they would tell me that it is like 11 a.m. and I want to sleep, we will talk tomorrow. And I would get so disappointed. I would get so hurt and rejected by their statement that I am here talking to you till 2 a.m. and my phone charging was dead. I wanted to sleep, but I am talking to you, and then they are saying that I want to sleep because it's 11 a.m. And I'm not saying it in a way that they are the bad people or they are like wrong to say that I want to sleep or they are evil. No, that is not my intention. But what is my intention here is to tell you that we tend to expect a lot of things from people, and people can never live up to our expectations. After watching my videos, you might feel safe, you might feel understood, and then you decide to message me, and then I might not reply to you, you know, and you just get hurt by my like no reply. Realize this, it is not my job to live up to your expectations. Not people's job to live up to your expectations. You know, if I am going out of my way to talk to people, then that doesn't mean they have to do the same. It is like my choice. It is something that I am doing. That doesn't mean that they have to do the same. But what can I learn? What lesson I can learn from this? When I am hurt by them and when they are not able to live up to my expectations. I am a learner and I always learning from things. Whenever I get hurt by people and whenever things don't go my way, I always ask myself, what lesson can I learn? What what is this thing teaching me? There are a lot of people that are obsessed with celebrities. They watch all of their movies or they buy all of their albums, everything that those celebrities appear on ads or whatever, and they are like total obsessed with these celebrities and they spend a lot of money to meet their favorite celebrity. And when they meet them, those celebrities are like, yeah, okay. And like they don't even acknowledge their existence. Their friends expected them to show the enthusiasm and the love that they expected from them, but the celebrities don't show the love, so the fan get disappointed, the fan get hurt, you know? And believe me, it is not the celebrities' job to live up to their expectations, but the lesson here is, honey, the lesson here is to not make people the center of your attention. Only Allah deserves to be the center of your attention. Allah would never tell you that he's too busy, that he cannot talk to you, or you are just an average person. No, it would never happen. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you pray tahajjud, Allah would listen to you. Talk to Allah in the morning, Allah would listen to you. If you talk to Allah in the deepest valleys of your heart, Allah would listen to you and He would never tell you He's too busy or He's a God. He does not have time for people like you. No. Only Allah will never disappoint you. Maybe you got hurt by it, so you can become more closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so you can talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more. Someone I really love and adored, I got hurt by them, and it's not like something they said, but it's just something that I felt because they did not live up to my expectations of them or the version that I had in my mind of them. And I realized that like I was literally on the urge of crying. I wanted literally to cry about it, and then I realized, I asked myself what lesson I can learn from this. And then I realized that I was like literally making this person the center of my attention. I was literally putting them on a pedestal. you know, like not in a way where I would talk to them until 2 a.m. like I have stopped doing it, but in a way that I would constantly check like are they online, or if they have posted a story or what they have to say, like in this sense. Then I realized that I need to distance myself from this person because I was focusing so much of my attention onto this person, and like even when I am praying my mind is onto that person, like what they said earlier or something that I want to ask them. So I realized that have like make them the center of my attention. So it's time when I change this. Only Allah deserves to be center of my attention. I need to distance myself from them so I can focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm just so grateful that I got hurt. Even though they did not hurt me intentionally, or I'm not saying that they are a bad person, no. I still love them. I still adore them. But the lesson that I learned, and I'm grateful that I got hurt because it reminded me of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It reminded me of my mistake that I was making. It reminded me that I need to only make Allah the center of my attention. And Allah would never disappoint me. Allah would be available to talk to me at any time, and Allah would listen to me. Allah would not judge me. These are all things that you're already aware of. We already know it, but we forget about it. One more thing that I want to add in this topic is that even if, let's imagine for a second, even if people live up to our expectations, we won't be satisfied. Our expectations would increase more and more because this is something that people cannot do. It is not a role of people. Imagine that someone talks to me till 3 a.m. because I am like putting them on a pedestal. And then what? Next time I would want them to do something more. And then they would do something more. And then I want them to do something even more. And the cycle continues. I won't get satisfied with with something that they would do because my expectations would go even more higher, and that would be so toxic. That won't be healthy for me or for them. So I realized this, that only focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they asked Allah even when they wanted the lace of their shoe. They turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even for the simplest things. So that's what we should do as well. We should turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the simplest things, not just major things like to get a job or to get money or to get a degree or to fulfill our dreams. We should turn to Allah for the simplest thing as well. When you love someone and simplest thing remind you of them. Oh, you saw a rose, they love rose. You saw a cat, they love cat. You saw a chocolate, it is their favorite chocolate. Similarly, our love for Allah should be so much that even the simplest thing remind us of Him. I feel so grateful to share this message with you. I hope it helped you. I think that is such a valuable lesson that we all need to rewire in our brain, that we all need to learn. Inshallah, I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.